Okay, so when you see this video, it'll hopefully be around the new year. Um, yeah, I had a great Christmas, great holidays so far. Um, I went back and visited family, so that was really cool. Um, but yeah, thank you and welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Today is, well, today is January 31st. But yeah, when you see this, it'll probably be after the new year. I'm gonna schedule it that way. I kind of have a new setup. A new setup. Um, I was propping up my camera and microphone on Christmas gifts before I came, or before I left on my trip, and now I'm back, so now my computer is propped up on I can't see what the top book is. The Last Sun and House of Leaves, and my microphone is propped up on the Calculating Stars, the Three Body Problem, How High We Go in the Dark, and one of my personal favorites, The Hobbit, which my dad read to me when I was a kid. And he also read, oh god, something weird just popped up. I think because I put a thumbs down. If that stays in the regular video, I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell that is. He also read The Princess Bride to me when I was a kid by William Goldman, and I still can hear the sounds of the crinkly library plastic cover on that book. Yeah, that and the Poisonwood Bible. I remember I was at a small library or small bookshop in I don't know where it was, but there was a copy of the Poisonwood Bible, and that's my mom's favorite book, one of them. Um, and yeah, I bought it there, and it had a really crinkly plastic cover over it. If I find that book, maybe I'll bring it out and show you guys sometime. Okay, so today I am going to talk about the movies I saw in theaters this year. So I love going to the movies. It's my ideal first date. Any date, really. Although I saw two movies tonight that you should definitely not see on a first date. One of them maybe on like an eighth date, and maybe one of them on like a third date. One of them was really gross, and the other one was really hot. So, um, yeah. I saw 22 movies in theater this year, which is probably a lot more than most people, but I love going to the movies. I go as much as possible. Some weekends I forget, but yeah, I saw 22 films in theaters this year. And I actually saw two tonight. I just got back from a double feature. One of my best friends and I went to a movie at 6 and then a movie at 10. And in between, we got drinks and appetizers, so it was really fun. Yeah. My list is subjective. Or, yeah, subjective. And it's just my opinions, so, like my last video, if I didn't put on your favorite holiday movie, that doesn't mean I hate it. I might hate it. Honestly, I might. But, regardless, like if one of these movies I rank really low is one of your favorites, that's cool. I just didn't vibe with it. So, yeah. So I'm gonna be looking at my Letterboxd because I was in the bathroom after this last movie I saw, I entered the final two into my letterboxd, and I'm closer to the mic than last time because last time my mic didn't pick up a lot of words, and I still don't know if it's picking up all my words, so I think I have to enunciate more or something. I'm not sure. But I will try. And I'm trying to say less, which is difficult because I'm nervous and I don't know what to say the whole time. So for today's video, I'm going to go through number 22 through 12. And then in the next video, yeah, this will be two parts. The next video, I'm going to do 11 to 1, which was really hard to rank because I loved a lot of movies this year. Okay, let's get started. Some of these I saw literally the first couple weeks of January last year, so I don't remember anything. And I think I said it was January 30th. I meant December 30th. Well, today it's December 31st. I don't know what I was saying before. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I could be saying random stuff. So, at number 22, I have Imaginary, directed by Jeff Wadlow. I don't know. It was about this woman has an imaginary friend, but you don't really know it was her imaginary friend until later in the movie, which I guess I just kind of spoiled, but it's number 22 on my list, so I didn't think that highly of it, and I don't think you should either. Although if you did, good for you. That's okay. I remember the lead actress in the movie. It was really cool. I think she was in one of the Jurassic Park movies. What's her name? DeWanda Wise. She's memorable too because she has the most beautiful eyes. I think actors, a lot of them, remind me of other ones because they look similar, but DeWanda Wise has the most beautiful eyes. Yeah, I just remember that sticking out to me a lot. And she's a good actress and kind of carried the film because the rest of the film was pretty crappy. I would give that movie like a 1 out of 10. She's a good actress though. I think she could do way better. Okay, number 21 is Godzilla vs. Kong, The New Empire. I don't remember much of this movie. My friend and I were really hungover when we saw it, and I remember falling asleep with my head, I think, on an empty smart water bottle, and I fell asleep for like 20 minutes, and then we left because neither of us got into the movie. I don't know why I ranked it higher than the other film, but I guess it wasn't that memorable either, but we left really quickly. Maybe if I saw it again, I would like it more. But yeah, that's all I remember about this film. My experience sleeping on a water bottle before leaving. Number 20 on the list is Twisters. Twisters, 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 Twisters. I really like the first Twisters with Helen Hunt. I think it's Helen Hunt. And someone else. Was it? Oh gosh, I was about to say like Val Kilmer and Harris, but I really don't remember who was in the first one. This one had Daisy Edgar Jones and Glenn Powell and Anthony Ramos. And it was entertaining. And it made me super afraid of tornadoes. But I wouldn't see it again. But it was entertaining. I'll give it that. Tornadoes are no joke. goes out to anybody who's been affected in tornadoes because it looks absolutely terrifying and the damage it does to communities is absolutely horrific. So, yeah. You won't ever find me chasing tornadoes. Hell no. At number 19, I have Long Legs. Long Legs, Long Legs. So, Long Legs got a lot of hype. A lot of hype. I saw it all over social media. I really like the actress Micah Monroe. I love Nicolas Cage. If you saw my holiday movie video, you heard me talk about the movie with Nicolas Cage. That was really good. This movie was pretty good. It was fine. The ending was really stupid. My friend thought, a lot of my friends think the ending was stupid. It just kind of went a route that I didn't expect, and didn't expect in a bad way. Yeah, I just remember hating the ending. Micah Monroe was great. Nicolas Cage was great. The mom was great. Like Mentor, I think, is that the right movie? Yeah. And the beginning was jarring. I remember there was a shooting in the. Can I say that? I don't know. An unaliving in the beginning of the movie, and that was pretty jarring. But yeah, it was kind of scary, but definitely overhyped. Nicolas Cage's character was genuinely freaky, though, for sure. Okay, the next movie I have on my list is Immaculate. 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 With Sydney Sweeney. Excuse me. I think that Sydney Sweeney did a great job. It was like, I think she said it was like a passion project of hers. And she did a great job acting wise. But I don't remember too much about the movie. I don't know why I ranked it so low. I think it's another example of a movie that was hyped up a lot and didn't meet my expectations. And I think the friend I went with, I go to the movies with my friends a lot. I think neither of us really thought it was like anything super revolutionary or anything. I think with the horror movie genre, that's difficult. And yeah, the ending, I remember the ending being crazy. You'll have to go see it for yourself. But the ending, get ready for the ending because it's something else. The next movie I have on my list, I missed the first 5 minutes of this movie because I was behind and late, and yeah, I just didn't make it to the theater in time. But this one is The Watchers. The Watchers with Dakota Fanning. I actually really liked this movie for the most part. I thought the monsters were an interesting twist. I wasn't expecting that. And I didn't read the book. It was either a book or a short story, I think. And the premise was interesting. And yeah, I didn't expect the ending. And the monsters, yeah, were really cool. I don't have too much to say other than that. It wasn't anything that blew me away per se. But maybe I'd watch it again on someone's couch in the background. Sorry. Okay, next is We Live in Time. We Live in Time with Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Two actors whom I adore. Love both of them. Florence Pugh is, I think, one of the greatest actresses of my generation. Andrew Garfield is maybe a little bit of an older generation, so I don't. He's also a fantastic actor. I still remember his appearance in an Arcade Fire music video. I think that was him. That might have been him. I don't know. But it was an interesting movie the way the timelines came together. It wasn't linear, and so sometimes it was a little bit not confusing, but I wasn't sure every time when they were. Yeah, if that makes sense. And the ending, again, I have a problem with bad endings, and I didn't love the ending, and the movie wasn't as sad as I thought it was going to be. I went into it craving like a good cry, and it wasn't as sad as I needed it to be. Same with my friend. She didn't love that it was promised to be this really heartbreaking film, and it was heartbreaking, but not, it didn't rip my heart in half, you know? Okay, so the next movie is Smile 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, Smile 2. Naomi Scott knocked this out of the park. There's a scene when she is like screaming for her life in a car, and it is so visceral and realistic. And that was the scariest part of the movie, is her acting seemed so genuine and real. And yeah, she was the best part of the movie. The ending, again, didn't love the monster, was not as scary as it was at the end of the first movie. I liked it more than the first Smile, for sure. It was still pretty scary and unsettling. But yeah, it was kind of a middle of the pack movie for me. But Naomi Scott had one of the best horror movie performances of the year, for sure. For sure. So underrated. Yeah, definitely one of the better horror movie performances of the year, for sure. 100%. Next is Challengers. Challengers actually ranked much higher on my list before I saw a lot of these other movies. It used to be in the top 5 of the movies I saw this year, but then I saw so many other movies that it kind of moved down. So, yeah, we're getting into the part of the list where the movies were just so good that it was hard to rank them for me. But Challengers Zendaya, I don't remember any of the guys' names, like Nick or something, I don't know. Nick or Connor, I don't remember their names whatsoever, but they were both really hot. And Zendaya is just absolutely wonderful. And it was kind of this love triangle movie, and I love a love triangle. There's really nothing better than a love triangle, other than maybe like a love hexagon. But yeah, Challengers is not a movie you really want to watch with your family. I saw it with a friend or friends, and the music was really good, and it made me like Dennis, and they were sweating, and yeah, it was a weirdly hot movie. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. It was something else, but I did enjoy Challengers a lot, and yeah, I would definitely recommend seeing that one, but not with your parents. And speaking of movies you should not see with your parents, is the next movie on the list, Nosferatu. Nosferatu, which is one of the movies I saw tonight. It was the first movie I saw. And I'm glad I saw it first because it was slightly sleepier and slower. Not super slow, but it was slower than the other one. And I probably could have fallen asleep. But Nosferatu was very interesting, and the set design was incredible. The setting, the gothic setting, was really cool. The actors were great. Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp. She did a good job for the most part. Some of her possession scenes were kind of weird, but she did a great job overall. Aaron Taylor Johnson Pattinson, uh, he's just something else. And Emma Corrin, they did a great job. All the actors did a good job. Count Orlok was creepy as hell. Creepy as hell. Decrepit, grotesque. It was a nightmarish movie, honestly. And it made me slightly uncomfortable. No, actually, very uncomfortable at times. There were definitely elements that they used in this movie that I haven't seen in a lot of modern movies that might be considered like over the top or over the line. Somebody left, a couple left at one point. I hope they weren't on a first date because that's definitely not a first date kind of movie. The things that were going on, they were, yeah, there's a lot going on that's not first date material. The ending was insane. Definitely one of the better endings I've seen in a while. Gross as hell, but a great ending. Yeah, the cinematography was beautiful. It the acting was phenomenal. It was a very atmospheric movie and really made you feel like you were there, and I felt so uncomfortable and grossed out for a lot of the movie, which I think is a good thing because a lot of movies don't make me feel that way. But yeah, Nosferatu, it's in theaters right now. I would definitely recommend that. Don't go with your parents and don't go on a first date. You will regret it unless you're freaky like that. I don't know. But yeah, not not a first date movie. Maybe with your friends that you're comfortable with. Because the end scene it's different. It's different. And now we're at the 11th movie. And the 11th movie is kind of special for me. Definitely a special movie for me. It's Deadpool and Wolverine, which I didn't think would rank this high on my list just because I feel like critically some of these other movies were better, probably, but it really did its job in fan service. I love the X-Men movies. I have been obsessed with the X-Men movies and just X-Men in general for a long time. Since childhood, I love the X-Men, and it was really cool to see Wolverine back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because we had only seen him in the Century Fox series. And yeah, it just had so many fan service elements and characters that I feel like no one expected to see. I wish we had seen Storm. I remember Halle Berry posting a picture with her Storm haircut, and fans, we were all thinking that she was going to be in it, and she wasn't, because I am a Wolverine and Storm shipper, and I've always wanted to see them get together in the movies. They were in a deleted scene, but that doesn't count. I never really liked his Jean Grey storyline, except when Scott was involved. That was kind of a cool love triangle, but they kind of overdid it. So I wish that would have happened. But anyways, yeah, it was just really cool, and the action sequences were cool. The villain was cool. Another Emma Corrin appearance. The dance break at the beginning of the movie was cool. Yeah, it just Deadpool's funny. Wolverine. They just had great chemistry. I love Hugh Jackman. I can't think of anybody better suited to play that role. There were a lot of cameos. So as a huge X-Men fan, that was really cool. So yeah, that's number 11 for me. And I'll post the next 11 soon. It'll probably be later this week or next week. I'm going out tomorrow for New Year's Eve, like many of you probably are too. I say many, like I have more than 9 subscribers. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, and I hope that you've gone to the movies this year and enjoyed some of these films.